I've been going through a hard time lately, but I've been seeing some stuff that's being said about me, my character, and just know I'm coming back with a vengeance, coming to destroy all that, everything being said about me, who I am as a and I'm gonna show you why. I'm the one not to play with.
Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, welcome to Renee Box Young. This is a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, and simply talk about the sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Got to make that clear. No child's play here, definitely, man. This is for mature folk, grown-up folk, and we keep it clean overall. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Subscribers since day one, man. Recent subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. You are all amazing. We're having wonderful flash lives. We're having wonderful, live sessions, collaborating with the community. Those who love the sport of boxing, it's as simple as that. If there are any new listeners, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I do my flash lives and when I go live and when I push content, generally speaking, like this right now. When I do premieres of videos so you can tune into real time, of the premieres, and you can chat there and collaborate with us here with the community, and this is simply a platform, man. If you love the sport of boxing, this is a place for you. It's as simple as that. You can express your opinion, and we do it in a mature fashion, definitely. So that's exactly what I want to do in this video, okay? I want to express my opinion concerning, Ryan Garcia coming out. You heard the audio. You can check the video. Link in the description. Link in the description of the video, okay? I played the audio of what he said, of what Ryan Garcia said. Now, this is coming out recently. Obviously, I've said this several times, and I just got to repeat what I say just to make what I have been saying valid, because it is valid what I've been saying concerning several things in the sport of boxing. Sometimes we're wrong or whatever when it comes to predictions or whatever, but I'm saying, generally speaking, what I say is quite valid because it's supported and backed, okay? So, drinking my water here. So, Ryan Garcia, man, I've talked about it before, and everybody knows it, okay? Everybody knows the story. As a boxing fan, man, I had faith in Ryan Garcia. I really did, but it was quite clear, and you can see the thumbnail, I know, yeah. You see Tank Davis there and stuff, but, and that's what I want to highlight here too, that, and we're talking years, plural, Ryan Garcia for a long time has been calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. He had an opportunity to spar him in California. Tank Davis went because he was going to go to California or something along those lines. This was a couple years ago, and conveniently, sorry about that, Ryan Garcia pulls out of that, or whatever happened there. He was protected. It didn't go through the sparring match. Because Tank Davis is the type of guy, if you're going to talk about him, you better fight him. He's kind of like those kinds of guys, man. Tank Davis is kind of those guys that where he doesn't take slack from people. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're gonna call him out. You know what I mean? He'll find you. He'll seek you out. As far as at least with Ryan Garcia, that's how Tank Davis is. You know what I mean? And years after that, you have Ryan Garcia and hot boxing with Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? Calling out Tank Davis. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. I made a couple videos about it, and this whole lead up, and people hyping up Ryan Garcia in this respect. I'm not talking about his skills. I'm not talking about his fighting. No, in this respect, concerning how Ryan Garcia does call outs and he doesn't follow through on it. A lot of people got emotional and hyped up about it, with him calling out, Gervonta Tank Davis amongst all these call outs through years Ryan Garcia has been doing concerning Tank Davis. Talking to Ryan Garcia over the phone, because, I guess Mike Tyson called Gervonta Tank Davis, something like that, whatever. And, saying that it's set in stone, the fight, but it didn't go through. They even made posters about it, flyers, whatever you want to call it, right? On Ryan's social media, posting that he was going to fight him or whatever. That didn't go through. We know why. In my humble opinion, I think it's because they know Tank would annihilate Ryan Garcia. That's just my humble opinion, okay? That's why I have that little thumbnail there, just just for entertainment too, whatever, just to please the eye there, That didn't go through. Also, everybody knows the story with, the quote-unquote potential fight between Ryan Garcia and Manny Pacquiao. Also did a poster, Ryan Garcia, whoever the heck was behind that, did a poster. He posted it on his social media also. He had a poster of him and Pacquiao as if they were going to fight. That didn't go through. WBC, and I'm just doing this just to lay the foundation in the background of what I want to say in this video, okay? And to give my input, okay? Because it's backed by all these things that are going on, the trajectory of this in this respect concerning Ryan Garcia, okay? So, some time after that, WBC orders, the Fortuna versus Ryan Garcia. Fortuna is really a formidable, threatening opponent. He is a dangerous opponent, okay? Fortuna has skills. He can fight, so that was a potential, that was apparently ordered by the WBC. And it looked like the fight was going to go through. I made it, I went live talking about it, breaking it down, and I explained clearly that I was taking it with a grain of salt, even though I was kind of excited. I really did think it was going to go through, and that's why I was excited about it. But, when the whole WBC ordered Fortuna to fight Ryan Garcia, I went live immediately, and I said, I take it with a grain of salt. I take it with a grain of salt, man. And then after that, they started really, it seemed like they were going to really do the fight. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was getting kind of excited about it. And sure enough, something happens where, Ryan Garcia, he vacated that fight. I use vacated because he did pull out. Okay, we got to be factual here. And this is not, he skinned out of the fight, however you want to term it, okay? Because he came out saying that he has mental issues that he was going through and anxiety and things of that nature, which I don't deny. Hey, I don't deny he's going through those things, or he has gone through those things. Because before that, man, it was, and I mentioned this also, a lot of people maybe don't remember that or haven't seen it. Before this whole Fortuna thing happened, being ordered, by the WBC to fight Ryan Garcia did come out, he did come out on a live stream on his Instagram, for his followers, and he talked about, how to overcome anxiety, how he has gone through it. It's really tough, and it's a big battle for him. And I understand, what I'm saying? I understand it. However, I humbly think, this is my humble opinion concerning this, okay? And before we get to this audio clip that you heard right now at the beginning of this video, and the video that you can check out in the link, okay, in the description, the source, okay. I think that I was really against, and I still stand against it as far as, or I guess when we say I disagree with Ryan Garcia in the sense that, I understand, man. I respect that aspect. If he's going through anxiety and mental issues, I get it, man. That's his thing. That's something he has to overcome in his life. That's one of his obstacles, okay? As we all have obstacles in life, whether it be mental issues, whether it be anxiety, whether it be depression. Everybody somehow, some way has issues in life. I'm not saying those issues, but we all have issues in life. This is life, man. This is not a freaking cartoon. This is not Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? This is life. And this is where I disagree with Ryan Garcia. And before this video clip that he pushed, talking, putting the critics on notice or whatever. If you have such issues like that, it doesn't mean that's not an excuse. This is what I'm saying. All that, his mental issue, anxiety, blah, blah, blah. It's not an excuse for him calling out for years Tank Davis and not backing it up. It's not an excuse for him doing the things he has been doing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I laid the background and foundation of this video at the beginning of this video when I just gave that explanation of the fighters that he called out and he didn't back up what he has said and done. And that's not an excuse, okay? In my humble opinion, that's not an excuse. Why? Because Ryan Garcia, he's a grown adult, okay? He's an adult. However you want to say, even though you may say he acts like a kid, he's immature, whatever. He may have a baby face. I get it. He has a baby face and he looks like a kid, but I don't know. He's above 18 years old, okay? He's above 18 years old. According to law, or whatever you want to call it, right? The judicial system. When somebody commits a crime when they're 18, they're tried as adults. That's my point here. They're not, you know what I'm saying? Unless they plead insanity. That's not Ryan Garcia's case, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? That's not Ryan Garcia's case. He knows how, what he can, mentally in that aspect, there's not a problem there. I got to get that clear. Anxiety, and that thing he was going through, or he's going through, whatever, that's not an excuse. This is what I'm saying here. That's not, and we gotta hold Ryan Garcia accountable as fans. It's not an excuse for him to say say, you know, oh, I'm struggling with this, and that's why I was calling out these guys and I'm not backing up what I'm saying. No, because you're a fighter. You're a fighter, man. You're a grown adult. You're an adult. You're of age to rightfully, cognitively distinguish and to know and have control over what you're doing and saying. Anxiety, that's another thing. That's another thing, okay? You see, this whole anxiety stuff, man, I get it and I respect it, and I'm not saying anything against that with him. You know, I hope he overcomes it. You know, I wish the best for him. But that's not an excuse or something to cover up what he has done for years and what he has done recently. A lot of people think that, you know, Ryan Garcia is barely calling out Tank Davis. He's barely doing this. You know, no, he's been doing this for years and not backing it up. That's what I've been against. You know, that's kind of what I've been against. Because me as a fan, I want to see a fighter who's calling out a fighter consistently go back it up and fight him, man. I mean, just it's logic. 2 + 2 = 4 when it comes to combat sports, when it comes to, in this sense. If you're going to call someone out and you're aggressively trying to call someone out, then go fight him and fight him already. You know, what's holding you back? In my humble opinion, I mean, it goes deeper. I think, you know, I think his higher ups are keeping him from Tank Davis. You know, because they know he'll get smashed by Tank Davis at this point. Now, this is not to take away anything from, you know, Ryan Garcia's skills. I mean, yeah, I know he has things to work on or whatever, but I have defended him, you know, or I guess we can say I have spoken well of him. I'm going to put it like that. I have spoken well of Ryan Garcia, man. I think that he has a lot of potential. I've said it several times. Those who have followed this platform and who have tuned into my live sessions for a minute, for a while, know I have backed up. Why? Because when he, you know, on the lead up to the Campbell and Garcia fight, the Ryan Garcia versus Campbell fight, I really spoke well of Ryan Garcia and said, you know what, I think he's going to show some great improvements. He really didn't show too many improvements in his performance against Campbell. The hook, that was wonderful, you know, but as far as, you know, the head movement, the upper body movement, being elusive with his head, you know what I'm saying, you didn't really see that. And that's what I analyzed and thought he was going to improve on, but he didn't. But, I mean, I've spoken well of him. That's what I'm trying to say. So people who think that I'm not speaking well of Ryan Garcia when he deserves it, yeah, I mean, then you're misinterpreting things when it comes to Renee Boxell, okay? And those who rock with me and know this platform know I rightfully as possible break things down when it comes to any fighter. I don't care who it is. So I'm not criticizing, you know, Ryan Garcia's, you know, as a boxer in the ring. No, it's out the ring. Okay, it's out the ring. The way he has been marketing and promoting himself, which many people say, or his followers say, that that's what he's been doing, concerning him calling out Tank Davis, concerning him calling out Pacquiao, concerning him, you know, potentially fighting Fortuna and pulling out, or whatever. That they say, oh, it's good marketing. It's for marketing, or not the Fortuna one, but, you know, WBC ordered that. But when I'm talking about, you know, Pacquiao and the Tank stuff, no, it's for marketing purposes. You know, he's just marketing. Yeah. Marketing is one thing, and doing it right. But marketing in a horrible way, that doesn't fly. It doesn't fly. Okay? As a fighter, if you're calling somebody out aggressively and you're not gonna fight these guys, you're not even fighting them, it doesn't ride, man. You know what I mean? So now Ryan Garcia is coming out saying that, you know, he's been going through things. Hey, I get it, man, but it's just this pattern doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit well with me as a fight fan. I'm not saying I'm a big Ryan Garcia. No, I'm a boxing fan, okay? I got to make that straight here. I'm not a man fan. I'm not one who, you know, I've said it so many times. Just because a fighter's Mexican, I'm not going to ride for him 100%, say he's untouchable and he's perfect and flawless. No. I look at the sport of boxing in an objective fashion. I try to not be as biased as possible. I guess anybody can be biased to a certain degree. Whatever. I don't care. I don't know what people think out there, but I try to not be biased as much as I can. I try to be neutral and, you know what I'm saying, level-headed as possible when it comes to the sport of boxing. I'm not a man fan. I don't ride for one fighter more than another. I just watch the sport of boxing and appreciate and cherish what boxers do in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And you know what I mean? What Ryan Garcia has been doing, it doesn't sit well with me because it's a pattern. What he's been doing concerning Tank Davis, what he's been doing with this whole Pacquiao stuff, you know, and pulling out of Fortuna. This is a pattern, ladies and gentlemen. This is a pattern. Okay? This pattern, to a certain degree, makes me doubt what Ryan Garcia said in this video. Where the link is, you check it out in the description, okay? I got it off of, I think it was Michael Benson's official Twitter profile, or whatever. You click on there and check it out. It makes me suspect concerning, is Ryan gonna really back up what he's saying now, what he says, what he says? You know, is he gonna do it? It kind of reminds me of, like, you know, Eddie Hearn. You know, you even see it on Twitter, man. I mean, you see it on social media how Eddie Hearn, everybody knows the story. Eddie Hearn promoting, you know, falsely promoting Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. It's a false promotion. That was false promotion, okay? I don't care what people say about it, but it was false promotion because it didn't go through. He lied about it for months and months and months to fans, to the fight community, which was horrible. And I knew it wasn't going to happen. I made a video on it and stuff like that. Cops, you can see through these things. You can see through the smoke and mirrors. That's why I made a video some time ago called "Don't Believe the Hype." You know, and I've been following up what I say. So it kind of reminds me of that. You know what I'm saying? Like Eddie Hearn saying Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, you know, they're going to fight, Dubai, blah, blah, blah. There are rich investors and billionaires who are going to, you know, invest in the fight, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And it didn't happen. And, you know, the community's fed up with these kinds of things. They're fed up, whoever it is, whether it be Hearn, whether it be Ryan Garcia, whether it be whoever the heck it is, you know, community's sick of this. I'm sick of it as a fan, and that's why I take all this, you know, what Ryan Garcia is saying. He's coming out now saying that he's going to prove the critics wrong. He's going to come back with a vengeance, and my stance is this: prove it, then, man, prove it, because you've done too much. In my humble opinion, Ryan Garcia has done too much. He has said too much, but hasn't backed it up. He hasn't backed up a lot of what he said lately. That's what I want to say in this video. And I want to get my humble opinion across. You know, because that's what I do on this platform. I talk about things. I talk about the sport of boxing. I analyze it. And I criticize it sometimes when it comes to certain fighters. And I do it with all due respect. I got to make that clear, man. No shade on Ryan, man. I don't buy this part. And we got to understand that. I got to reiterate this point. He's a grown man. He's not a kid. Many people may say, yeah, you know, he's still a kid. He's not a kid anymore. He's not a kid anymore. It's not a Disneyland boy anymore, okay? I mean, he's a man. He's a man. And he's a fighter. That's what doesn't coincide. That doesn't connect. He's a grown man and he chose the hurt business, okay? This is the hurt business, okay? If you're going to call out another fighter and apparently try to do your job, which is box and fight an opponent, and you're not backing up what you're saying with a couple opponents, then you pull out of the Fortuna thing because all of a sudden this, I mean, I just don't. It's a pattern. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. Ryan talked about a lot about Tank fighting him. He talked about, you know, Pacquiao fighting him, you know, showing to the media, social media, that he was going to apparently fight them and didn't. And now pulls out recently of the Fortuna fight. Jojo is stepping up to the plate like a real champ. Hey, no one's really talking about that, unfortunately. Jojo Diaz is stepping up to the plate like a real champ does and should do. I'll fight Fortuna. Give me the bag. Let's go. I'm going to do my job. You know, I gotta say something here too. I know a lot of people are criticizing Teofimo Lopez, and I think I've gotten to the point where I made myself clear concerning my stance on Teofimo Lopez. Definitely respect him as a fighter, man. Yeah, if you don't know what I think about Teo, go research my channel, man. I don't want to dig all that up, you know, but he's right. Teofimo is definitely right in 100 on what he said recently concerning Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is hearing all this, man, and I'm sure he's feeling it, man. He's like, man, wow. You know, there's backlash, ladies and gentlemen. And I repeat this once more before I say what Teofimo talked about. You got to be held accountable, man. You know, that's all these fighters are doing. Haney, Tio, and the wealth of community boxing fans out there. They're holding Ryan Garcia accountable, and they're holding a lot of these people accountable. Because if you're saying something and you're not backing it up, then what are you doing then? You're just looking kind of weird, you know? Looking really suspect. And Teofimo comes out recently saying on a video, whatever interview it was, man, he came out recently. You can go find it. It's out there. You know, he said that something along the lines of, you know, Teofimo said something along the lines of, you know, that Teofimo's therapy, he said that his therapy is boxing. If you feel like you do, Ryan Garcia, if you felt like, you know, you're going through anxiety, and Tio's like, you know, you got to handle it like a champ. His message kind of was like that. You got to handle it like a champ. If you're going through those things, handle it like a champ. And I love what Tio said. He said, boxing is my therapy. So to me, it's like Ryan Garcia, you know, I'm really suspect about what he's saying now. Coming out with this video, trying to prove his critics wrong or trying to set the record straight or something like that. I don't buy it. I really don't buy it yet. The only way I'm gonna buy this all this that Ryan Garcia is said in that video, you heard it in the beginning of this you know, the audio at least at the beginning of this video. You got to prove it through your actions, man. I know a lot of people out there want to back him up, you know, big media, you know, fat cats, whatever you want to call them, man, that they're backing it up and, you know, yeah, you know, this is awareness, you know, anxiety awareness. I get it, man. Hey, I'm not against that. But at the same time, you writers out there and all you guys that are, you know, that love, quote unquote, the sport of boxing, should hold him accountable, man. Also, he's a fighter. Hold him accountable in that, yay, don't be running your mouth off so much then, man. Just, you know, slow down, relax, Ryan Garcia, and just keep boxing. I think, you know, in my humble opinion, had Ryan Garcia talked a lot less, maybe called out Tank Davis a couple times, and that's it. And just keep boxing, bro. Just keep boxing and don't be doing these call outs. Don't be posting these false posters that you're gonna fight somebody and you don't do it, because the community is gonna call you out on that, man. That's my only thing about it. You know, and I'm not sitting here getting emotional over it. I'm not going to be, you know, calling them names. I don't do that. You know, we do, like I've said it many times, we do new things here at Renee Box Young. This is not a hate platform, man. No way, shape, or form. You know, I speak my piece and I do it in a mature fashion. You know what I'm saying? In a controlled manner, in a self-disciplined manner. This is no hate thing. This is no emotional rant. No, I don't do that. Sometimes I do little rants, but I don't go crazy on it. That's all I'm saying here. You know, Ryan, you slow down, man. Just, you know, just start working, man. Get back to the drawing board, you know, and fight if that's what you really want to do. And be active in boxing and you know, start climbing up the ladder again, because you missed your opportunity to fight Fortuna for whatever the heck belt it was. I can care less what belt it was, because it's not a championship belt, but whatever. With all these belts out there, I can care less now with these, you know, whatever. I don't care about that. To a certain degree, I do sometimes when it comes to real championship belts, but when it comes to top competition elite fighters facing top competition elite fighters, that's what I want to see. That's what I'm more concerned about and more excited. I get excited more over that. You know what I'm saying? But he misses opportunity. That's what I'm trying to say here. So Ryan, he misses opportunity big time again for the third time. You know, and I think that he has to really back up what he's saying now, if he's really about it, if he's really, you know, and he has to analyze. I'm sure he did, but what do you want to do in your life, man? You really want to box? Because he would do amazing in the entertainment business if it weren't boxing. But I still think he has a chance. I want to conclude with that. I want to conclude with this, that he still has a chance. And there can be speculation also that maybe he's having problems with Oscar De La Hoya. You know, I've heard it around there somewhere. Somebody said that, you know, talking about maybe it's Oscar. Maybe it's Oscar he wants to leave. Maybe he wants to leave Golden Boy. That's why he did that. Maybe, and I've heard theories, I guess they call them, right? That, you know, oh, maybe WB, you know, maybe Oscar De La Hoya is setting Ryan Garcia up because, you know, Ryan Garcia is not happy with Oscar, so he's trying to set him up to lose, blah, 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 all these theories. I don't know. Who knows, man? You know, but all I know, man, Ryan Garcia, I still think he has a chance. I got to conclude with that too, okay? I still think Ryan Garcia has a chance in the sport. I think he can do great things still. but just talk less, man. Just talk less and do more and get to work. So man, but I still don't believe this kid. Actions speak louder than words. Renee Boxell, man, thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, man. Support. Like I said, if there are new listeners, Renee Boxell is a platform. If you love the sport of boxing, this is what we do here. We talk about it in a mature fashion. Take the child's place somewhere else. We don't do that here, man, definitely. So go ahead and hit the notification bell. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. It costs you nothing. It's free. Definitely, man. So you get some great content in this platform. Renee Boxell, peace out, family. Stay safe.
I've been going through a hard time lately, but I've been seeing some stuff that's being said about me, my character, and just know I'm coming back with a vengeance, coming to destroy all that, everything being said about me, who I am as a and I'm going to show you why. I'm the one not to play with.